In today's video, we're going to be taking apart this very simple design using some beautiful Arum lilies, and I'm going to use them to create a different design in a tall, narrow container, but instead of going vertical, we're going to go horizontal. So if you want to see what I can create, keep watching today's tutorial. So out of that previous arrangement, I've got two stocks, two Aster or September flower, one large Allium, and those three pre-cut Arum lilies. So they're a bit short, but I have got some longer Arum lilies which I haven't used yet if I decide I want some extra length. And I'm going to add in some blue Delphinium to go with them and maybe some extra Alliums. And my container is a vase. So this is a vase that I normally display my fresh flowers in, and I thought it would give a nice modern twist to today's design. I have a plastic dish that does fit quite comfortably into the top. I need to push it down to make sure it's secure. But before I do that, I'm going to add my floral foam. I couldn't work out where my knife was then. So I'm going to cut a little bit larger than 2/3 of a block of foam. That can sit nicely into my container with a bit of tape to hold it into place. I've then got some secure mechanics for today's design. Now I'm planning on going horizontal with this arrangement, and that's quite hard to do when you don't have floral foam. I'm sure there's clever florists out there who've designed mechanics to help with that style arrangement, but for me, I'm going to stick with the floral foam. For the viewers of the channel, the foam is still very popular and the videos are well liked. So we're going to go with the plastic tray, just a bit more than 1/3 of foam, and I'm going to push that in to make sure it's really secure in there. If that wasn't secure in there, I would also put some tape over the top and attach it to the container. But that is really wedged in there and that's not going anywhere at all. And then the style for this arrangement is going to be vertical, no horizontal. I'm just considering which way I'm going to go. Am I going to go to the left or to the right? Probably to my left, because that's easier for me to arrange. For some reason, I find that more of a natural way to arrange. And one of the reasons that I've placed the tape diagonally is because I need plenty of room here to bring my flowers out to the side. And I've got the widest piece at the side where the majority of my flowers are going to go. And I've got the narrower piece at the front because that's going to have less flowers. And I'm probably going to use another one of these really big Alliums, which are very magnificent, sculptural, and a little bit different to use. Sometimes when I'm creating floral designs, I put the flowers in first. Sometimes I create an outline with the foliage. And being that my flowers are already cut, I think I'm going to start with these first, just to create the parameters, I suppose, for my design and the outline shape. Now you're looking at the back of the foam, and what I want to do is to start back in the foam. So I'm not starting by arranging here at the front of my foam. I need to get the weight distributed towards the back. It's slightly angled downwards, so we've got more of a pleasant shape rather than quite a severe right angle. And then I'm going to add my second piece of the September flower slightly higher in the foam and behind it. That's just going to help balance off the design and give a more natural feel to it. And then if you look at it from the front, the foliage, or the flower rather, steps forward. Now if you think about actual balance, I've added weight to one side of the arrangement, so that's going to make it heavier this side. And that's why it's important that if your foam isn't really securely wedged in, you must always tape it to the container. If I was transporting this anywhere, obviously for today I'm just doing it for a video, but if I was transporting this anywhere, I would need to tape that on because it's going to move around and it's eventually going to work its way loose. And then we're going to have a disaster. And lengthwise, I've gone roughly the height of my container plus half onto the left-hand side. So we're going with those traditional 1/3, 2/3 proportions. Nice and long. And then I'll make the design asymmetric. So instead of balancing it off equally on both sides, I'm going to make this short, and it's going to be roughly the half of this length over here. And I'm probably going to do that with some of those rolled leaves that I used in the previous video. And I've also got some Eryngium, which is going to come on this side. But for now, I'm going to introduce some of the blue Delphinium. Now, this is a really gorgeous, vibrant blue. It introduces a bit of a different colour to the floral design, because in the first one we just had the purples and the Arum lilies, and I'm almost going to repeat that sort of same style. I'm going to pick myself two stems. I'm going to remove that side shoot because that makes the style of that flower a bit confusing. Your eye doesn't know which of the flowers it's to follow. So if we get rid of that one, we've got a more pronounced line to follow. And then I'm going to bring them towards the front. So we've got that really strong horizontal line that's not severe, but is slightly angled downwards. We've got two different colours. I've grouped them together for emphasis because it's more of a modern design. And if you look from the overhead camera, you'll see I've started right the way back here and I've worked my way forward with each placement of flowers. And then I think I'm going to introduce the stalk. Now, the stalk in the previous arrangement was quite long, but I think the best position for it to go is going to be just where this blue Delphinium finishes, and I can cover that stem with a new line flower that's really going to draw your eye into the centre. Now, I have mentioned that I'm hoping to do a few videos with the same flowers, so you can really see how versatile flowers can be. And now what I've done is, by cutting these shorter, I've limited where I can put them in previous arrangements, but it just shows you all the different styles you can do with a similar choice of flowers. So that's where we're up to. And again, if you're looking from overhead, I've stepped each group forward. That's not only balancing off all the individual colours, but it's making sure my weight is distributed so I don't have any issues with the whole design falling forward because I've placed everything in at the front. Now this time I'm going to use my Arum lilies in the height. I'm going to use them up here to create the top part of my arrangement. I need to have that kebab stick on the bottom just to strengthen the Arum lilies. And I mentioned, if you haven't seen that previous video, go back here and see that first. But I did mention that my Arum lilies are probably a good week old, and they were delivered after the bank holiday. So there's a possibility that they've been hanging around somewhere over the bank holiday weekend. So they're not as firm on the bottom as I would like them to be. But an Arum lily doesn't have to be fully into the floral foam. It can just be sitting on the top because it will still take water up from the top of the foam. You know what happened then, don't you? My kebab stick fell on the floor. I got a nice short piece here which will work just right. So I'm bringing 3 of those Arum lilies down in the front because that's going to create my focal point. And what I'm going to do at the front, because I've got quite a weak stem, I'm just going to make a bit of a hole with the end of my knife first because it's going to help that Arum lily just get into that really hard sort of foam. And then this has created my height, and the height is roughly half of the length of the arrangement. This has given me the height, and then my focal flowers are staggered down through the front. That gives me my focal point there at the top. And then I'm going to introduce 2 more of the Arum lilies just on the side here. These are a little bit stronger on the bottom because I haven't used them in a design. They haven't already been in and out of foam. But what I'm going to do is just to place 2 alongside those 3 focal sort of flowers, and I'm aiming to get them on slightly different levels, just so that we're copying that line effect that we've seen from here. So your eye is being drawn up this way, and I want to do the same with that group of the Arum lily. So rather than it coming flat up through the middle and almost cutting the design in half, I'm still coming in from the angle. I'm thinking of my alliums coming on this side because they're the visually heaviest of my flower. But in this obvious gap at the back here, I'm going to introduce some Eryngium or the blue thistle. Now these don't have to be particularly long, because if we draw a line from here to the end, it's almost forming a very shallow triangle, and it's in this position here that I need to almost fill in the gap. So I'm going to put in a couple of the different Arum lilies just in that little section there. So I haven't put any foliage in yet, and I know many of you like to do your foliage first, but I think when you've got a design that's a little bit stylized like this one, it's a bit sort of sophisticated looking, I like to get my flower placement in first. Too many fussy greeneries in this type of arrangement doesn't work, so I'm just going to use those very big and bold flowers, foliage, to create some weight on the opposite side. And then I've got that final Arum lily. Oh, that's not an Arum lily. That final thistle just to sit in there. So this area is filled in. I could extend the length if I wanted to with a few more, but I like that clustered look at the back. And then with the rolled Aspidistra leaf that I used in the previous video, I'm going to finish, or not finish off, I'm going to create the narrower side. And if we think about it, we need to be roughly half of the length of this side here to make it visually balanced. So I might have to do some extra leaves. But let's get these in first. And if you haven't seen that previous video, then pop back, because it shows you how to do the rolled Aspidistra leaves and how to get that nice dramatic look. Now that's all of the leaves that I did for the previous video. I'm not going to do any more yet, but I want you to see that I'm not going to add in the longer leaves in this position here, because I think they're too heavy and they're drawing your eye away from those lovely delicate flowers that are at the top. So I might need to make a few more for that side, but I'm just going to cut this one a bit shorter and add it at the top and at the back here. And I'm going to do the same with the next one. I'm really going to emphasize that shape and style over that side. So that is looking quite dramatic on the shorter side. And in this area here where I don't have any greenery at the moment, I'm going to add in some Fatshedera. So this is the cross between the large Fatsia, that big palmate leaf, and the smaller ivy leaf, the more common ivy leaf. And you can get this to grow quite easily. It's quite an easy one to grow. And then I'm going to work it underneath and around those Arum lilies. It gives a little bit of colour balance because the dark green was quite visually heavy on one side, and that helps to cover my foam and frames those flowers just enough. Now I've still got a lot of foam at the back that I need to work on, but isn't that a really dramatic design? There's still foam visible at the front, which I need to work on, and I'm just going to angle this one. This is a bit flat. If we look from above, this leaf is quite flat here, but you can't see it from the front camera. So I'm going to tilt it so it's forward, facing you rather than facing upwards. That will make it a little bit clearer on the camera. And I'm just thinking I've got an extra blue Delphinium, so I might as well use it just in this little gap here. Helps to connect the blue colour in, that really sort of electric, vibrant blue, closer to the centre of the arrangement. And then it's the time of that big, oh, I've just found another one. Let's get that one in before we do the alliums. Then in the area on this side here, where I do have those big allium leaves, they're not alliums, they're Aspidistra. I'm going to introduce the alliums. So these are going to tuck nicely in between those really big and bold leaves. And what's really good about the big leaves like this is you can almost completely cover your foam with them and then push your flower stems through. It's a really quick and efficient way of covering your foam without using lots of fussy greeneries. So that's my first allium into place. And remember that the allium is a dark colour, so it recesses and it almost disappears. But that's placed here at the back. And then I'm going to add another one just in front of it, tucked in a little lower down, so that we get that really strong grouping and placement. I'm just going to move slightly forward this Aspidistra here because it's pushing my Arum lily up towards the ceiling, and I want it to be more angled forward. So let's see if I can do that facing you. It's just push that one upwards so that I've ended up with two facing upwards instead of one angled forward. And I think, oh, that's much better. So let's just wiggle this leaf around here because I don't quite like where that's sitting. Play around, and what's really worked well is that the angle of those Aspidistra leaves has covered all the foam, the plastic dish, and now we can't see where it joins the container, and that's really good workmanship. I have a tiny piece of blue Delphinium. It's a really small piece. There's only two little flowers on the top of there, but we might as well use that rather than waste it. I would like to say I've cut flowers off the top of it, but I haven't. That's just the size of that tiny little stem. And we'll work that in more towards the front. Let's just hold the container so I don't push it over. We'll work it a little bit more towards the front. And that is just looking so effective. I'm thinking that this leaf here is a little wide, so I'm going to remove it and just reposition the leaves that I've already got here. It was making the finished design a little too wide. And what I'm also going to do is lift this one so it's a bit higher in the foam. I can't go hugely higher, but that makes it more visible when we look at it from the side. And we've got that lovely elegant line. All the line material brings your eye to the focal point here in the centre, and then it stops with those rolled leaves because your eye isn't being sent away by some line material on that side. And with the one that I took out, because I felt it was a little too long, I'm just going to place it towards the back, and it'll really frame that Arum lily at the back. So I have some remaining larger Fats header leaves. So these are going to work nicely where my foam is visible at the back. And it just goes to show, hopefully, that you can use your flower types in different styles of arrangement. And if you're practicing at home, you can make one design first, take it apart, and then make something else with it. So you get really good value for money from your flowers. Now, if you're watching the series of videos where I show you how you can arrange these flowers in different ways, then this is design number 2. There is a previous design that you can watch, and there's definitely going to be a design coming after it where I look at restyling the flowers in a different way. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do so, because there's so many of you watch the videos that don't actually subscribe. If you hit that notification bell, you'll get told when I upload a new video. And it's really important that you like and share the video and place a comment in the box below. Let me know if you like it or you hate it, and whether or not it is something you would try at home. So thanks as ever for watching. I look forward to seeing you for the next video very soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.